Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news now, folks. You won't believe what's been buzzing around lately, and it's got the potential to shake up the entire NFC East. Rumors are swirling that the Dallas Cowboys might be looking to make a bold move by acquiring Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins. Yeah, you heard that right. Higgins could be on his way to Dallas, and if this deal goes through, it could be a game-changer for Dak Prescott and the offense as a whole. The Bengals, sitting at 3-7 and currently in a full rebuild after Joe Burrow's injury, are reportedly open to trading Higgins in exchange for a second-round pick plus a conditional future pick. This isn't just some rumor. Sources close to the situation suggest that Cincinnati is prioritizing cap space and youth development, especially with the team considering a future without Chase in 2025 and focusing on rebuilding their offensive line and defense. Now, let's break down what this could mean for the Cowboys. Higgins is a true power receiver, standing at 6'4", and bringing a physical presence to the field that Dallas has been craving. Someone who can dominate contested catches and provide a reliable red zone target. At just 26 years old, Higgins is in his prime, and his recent stats speak volumes about his ability to stretch defenses and create mismatches. In 2025, he's already played 10 games with 35 receptions on 64 targets for 544 yards, averaging 5 yards per catch, and he's scored 7 touchdowns. His yards per game are impressive at 54, and his PFF rating of 85. 4 in contested routes shows he's a proven clutch performer. What makes Higgins even more appealing is his consistency. His catch rate hovers around 62%, and he often gains an extra 180 yards per game versus coverage, which aligns perfectly with Dallas's need to boost their aerial attack, especially in tight spots like the red zone. Higgins's career numbers are nothing short of impressive. Over his time in Cincinnati, he's hauled in 278 receptions for over 40 yards and 31 touchdowns. His yards after catch average of 5 yards per reception demonstrates his ability to make plays after catching the ball, and his EPA per target of 0.32 indicates he's a reliable target who can generate positive plays. Additionally, he's a 2-time Pro Bowler, which speaks to his recognition across the league. His durability is also a major plus. Since 2023, he hasn't missed a beat, playing 92% of snaps this year with 0 documented concussions or major injuries. That kind of health, combined with his proven production, makes him a perfect fit for Dallas, especially considering the current questions about the health of CeeDee Lamb and the overall consistency of the receiving core. Now, why would the Bengals consider trading Higgins? Well, Cincinnati's current record at 3-7 and their struggling defense, which is giving up an average of 33.4 points per game, are clear signals that they're in a rebuilding phase. They're prioritizing cap space to facilitate future moves, with estimated savings around $20 million, and focusing on youth development, especially with Joe Burrow's recovery from injury. The team is also reevaluating their offensive line, which has struggled on third down, converting only 41% of their third down opportunities. That's well below league average. The Bengals are clearly looking ahead, and trading Higgins now could be a strategic move to stockpile draft capital, get younger, and focus on building around Burrow and the defense. For Dallas, adding Higgins would bring immediate results. His presence on the field would elevate the offense to new heights, especially in the red zone where the Cowboys have been somewhat inconsistent this season. Higgins's ability to win contested catches would give Dak Prescott a true alpha receiver, someone he can trust to make those tough catches in critical moments. His projected numbers with Dallas are eye-popping. Over 0 yards receiving, boosting the team's overall passing efficiency by around 18%. His red zone TD rate could jump from 53% to approximately 65%, creating more scoring opportunities when it matters most. And with mismatches against defenses like the Commanders' secondary, which has allowed nearly 29.3 points per game, Higgins would be a nightmare for opposing defenses. Comparing Higgins to CD Lamb, the difference is clear. Higgins adds a dimension of size and contested catch prowess that complements Lamb's route running and yards after catch ability. Higgins' 2.7 yards per route run, compared to Lamb's 2.4, would give Dak more options and flexibility, especially on third down and in the red zone. His ability to add approximately 1.8 extra yards per reception could be the spark Dallas needs to turn close games into wins, especially against tough divisional rivals. Financially, this trade is feasible for the Cowboys, with Higgins' cap hit projected around $22 million for 2025, an investment that could pay off big time. Dallas has the cap space and the draft capital to make this happen without sacrificing too much. Plus, this move would help balance the offense, allowing Pollard to continue thriving with his 4.2 yards per carry, while providing Dak with a reliable, oversized target who can elevate their passing game, especially considering the current concerns about Prescott's shoulder injury and the need for a reliable playmaker in clutch moments. Looking at the bigger picture, acquiring Higgins could be the boost Dallas needs to push for a deep playoff run and a potential Super Bowl appearance. His addition could elevate the team's odds from +600 to +400 to win it all, and he's proven to be a playoff X-factor, with a +16% win probability increase against teams like the Giants, especially in coverage situations. His impact could be similar to the meteoric rise of DK Metcalf in 2025, who boosted the Seahawks' aerial attack and helped them reach new heights. Higgins' presence would turn the tide in critical matchups, giving Dallas a real advantage in close games and in the postseason. Now, let's not forget the division implications. A move like this would send shockwaves through the NFC East. It would elevate Dallas's offense to a new level, making them even more formidable in the race for the division title and beyond. The Eagles and Giants would have to respond quickly to counter Higgins' threat, an added layer of complexity for divisional rivals that are already battling tough defenses. It's a move that could redefine how the Cowboys approach the rest of the season, turning what's already a promising campaign into a real Super Bowl push. As for the BENGALS, they're clearly in a reset mode. Trading Higgins makes sense given their current standing, cap situation, and future plans. They're betting on youth and draft picks to rebuild around Burrow. And while it's always tough to let go of a talented receiver like Higgins, sometimes a fresh start is what's needed to accelerate their rebuilding process. Cincinnati fans might be skeptical now, but in the long run, this could be a smart move for them, especially if they're planning to develop their young players and focus on the future. So for us Cowboys fans, this potential trade isn't just about adding a talented receiver. It's about putting the team in a stronger position to compete at the highest level. With Higgins, Dallas's passing game would become even more explosive, making it harder for defenses to cover all their weapons. It's about creating mismatches, elevating Dak's play, and giving the team that extra edge needed to finally bring another Super Bowl trophy back to Arlington. The NFL is a league of inches and moments, and adding someone like Higgins could be that difference maker that pushes the Cowboys over the top. Remember, these kinds of moves don't happen overnight, and there are always questions about cap space, chemistry, and fit. But if the Cowboys do make a move for Higgins, it signals that they're serious about winning now, about taking that next step and making a real run at the Lombardi Trophy. It's an exciting time to be a Cowboys fan, and we'll be watching closely to see how this story unfolds. The future of Dallas's offense might just be about to get a whole lot brighter, and Higgins could very well be the key piece that unlocks their full potential. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe Higgins would be the perfect addition to Dak's arsenal? How do you see this impacting the team's chances in the playoffs and ultimately the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this potentially on the horizon, it's only going to get better. Let's keep the passion alive, Cowboys Nation.